This is what happens when you don't trim your rose bushes. You get a windy day and they all fall down. Hashtag let's share our plant success or disaster stories with Janita from Janita's BF Well Wishes Garden. Absolutely success in growing these roses. These are the David Austin Olivia Rose Austin, and they are blooming their hearts out, but I didn't trim them. And this is the disaster. All leaning over this flower bed, this vegetable bed actually. Where I have kohlrabi growing. And this was my broccoli rabe. I'm just gonna pull that up. It went to seed way too early in the heat wave we had. But look at all the rose petals on here, and the roses are just hanging over this bed. Okay, it's Garden Tour Saturday. I am part of two collaborations. One is with Grandma Sandy, hashtag Garden Tour Saturday, with co-host Pat from Pat's Garden Life and Sherry from Grow Joyfully Gardens and Home. And there are many participants, so if you go into YouTube and type in hashtag Garden Tour Saturday, you'll see what other people are growing. It's a great collaboration. The other collaboration I'm part of is with Janita, like I just mentioned earlier, Janita's BF Well Wishes Gardening, hashtag let's share plant success or disaster stories. So besides the kohlrabi under the rose bush, I have some, I think these are the Boston pickling cucumbers growing, seem to be doing good. And this is a sun sugar tomato, indeterminate. And I do have some herbs here and other things to deter critters. And then in this bed here, I have some more cucumbers coming up, doing better. And these are black cherries, an indeterminate black cherry tomato plant. And I have rutabaga over here. Lots of onions and leeks surrounding the bed. And I do also have Brussels sprouts growing here on that side. This bed on the left is the spinach, which I'm going to harvest this weekend and just clear this area. This is where more peppers are going to go. I have onions all throughout there. I think that's either broccoli or a Brussels sprout. And this here is a sun gold tomato plant, indeterminate, doing better. Cucumbers doing better. These are the Market Moors, I believe. More Market Moors over here. Still looking a little yellow, but doing better. I have garlic and a pepper plant, garlic, blue curly kale, cabbage, tomato plant, herbs in the corners, and other stinky things to deter critters. So this is an example of poor companion planting. They say don't plant tomato plants with cabbage and kale and peppers because they all attract the same bug. But I do have lots of stinky stuff in this bed to deter that. And so far, none of them have bugs that they're going to share with the other neighboring plant. So we'll see how this one does. Okay, over here I have, let's see, this is the honey nut coming up, honey nut squash, and then I have spaghetti squash coming up. I think it's over there. I just threw a bunch of seeds. In the green stalk here, I have some patio tomatoes. Let's see how they do. Calendula. And let's see what the strawberries are doing. There's one, two, there's a bunch over here. Coming up. Nothing red yet, but they're coming up. The ones I planted on this level really did not do good. Hashtag let's share our plant success or disaster story. These strawberries. I don't know what I'm doing, I guess. But the garlic is doing really good. And look, it's May 30th and I have scapes. I normally don't get scapes until July or the end of June. So that heat wave did a number on the plants, I think. And then these are all aromas, looking better. Not perfect, but looking better. Celery's looking beautiful. Pepper plant doing great. Pepper plant, more tomatoes. These are like slicers here with basil. And these are Abe Lincolns on this side. And then all the tomato plants in this bed are the bread and salt. And they are looking better. There's a flower. I should probably take that off, not sure. But they're looking better. The basil's not looking so good. Like this one has blight. But as long as it deters critters, I got plenty of basil for eating. Oh, look at the corn doing good. With the robin. What are you doing, Robin? They're not afraid of me. The corn is growing nicely, so I would say it's about 3 inches high. Another 3 or 4 inches, and I'm gonna poke in the pole beans around them. My peas are not making a comeback, and they just keep getting eaten. I still did not get the proper fencing in this area to keep those bunnies out, but I got to do that. It's a windy day, but I want to show you the tiny wine 9 bark. It's blooming. So pretty. Museum is still looking good to me. It does need some deadheading. These last a long time if you cut them and bring them indoors too. And here are my yellow bearded irises in the oval garden, which the wind has totally flopped them over. It hasn't been raining, so this is wind damage. Okay, I just want to show you where my sunflowers are at. I have this one growing here. This one's a mammoth. It's got one of those bindweeds growing right next to it. I think I'm going to get a little stick for that. Okay, I have a sunflower here. Looks like something snapped off the top. Okay, and then there's one growing down there. In the shady bee garden, looks like I got some geranium growing. I see some roses blooming in the bistro garden. Let's take a look. Oh, I love love these coral colors. Very pretty. Well, I have got to get busy cleaning up this rose bush and give that garden vegetable bed some breathing room. I hope everybody's having a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.